Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing, so let's begin healing together. You know, Aquarius, they are the water bearers. The water bearer is depicted as carrying a large jug of water, which he is pouring out onto the ground. This symbolizes a releasing of knowledge from a great container through the air and onto the earth. Aquarius thirsts for knowledge and are driven to share what they know with others for the common good, to raise a person, not to destroy them. They are ruled also by the planet Uranus. Uranus is the planet of chaos and rebellion, as it revolves in a different direction to other planets. You know, this planet, right, Uranus, can cause sudden, unexpected events and forceful challenge. It forcefully challenges you to depart from things that are familiar. Likewise, Aquarius people like to see things in a different way, thriving on inventions and eccentric approach to situations. If you've ever been here for my Aquarius readings, you know what I'm about to say next. And that is that Aquarius people are very, very intelligent people. They do things a little differently. Some people call them a little quirky, but that's in the eye of the beholder. This sign is one of the most intelligent signs. They thirst for knowledge. Not only do they thirst for knowledge, they share. When they learn something, they want to share it with people. A lot of Aquarius people don't like to have frivolous conversations, things that don't stimulate their minds at all. They don't like to waste their time on conversations that mean nothing. Let's just say if Aquarius is not a baker and they bake box cakes and they're happy with that, they don't want to listen to you discuss 50 ingredients that you just put in the cake that you made from scratch. They go beyond. They hunger and thirst for knowledge that raises them up. I hope that you get what I'm saying. There are very few signs that I would like to say are very intelligent. Each sign, they're unique in their own way. But Aquarius people, they hunger. and they thirst for knowledge. This is one sign that you don't want to play with because they can battle with anyone when it comes to the mind. I'm doing an Aquarius reading today. I hope everyone is doing well. When people see the symbol of the Aquarius, they think that that is electricity, but it's not. It's water. Aquarius people, although they are not a water sign, they pour out what they've learned. They like to share. So a lot of Aquarius people may be gifted in the art of being able to teach another person, another individual. Great at teachers. They are great at being an authority to guide because they do that gently. But they want to make sure that you get it, that you can comprehend. I hope everyone is doing well. The first card that I am going to pull for you, we're going to do something a little different. Everyone knows that I go for my spiritual news deck, but I probably will later. But I wanted to start with this money, right? Because Aquarius people, they like money. They work hard. Aquarius people will work 2, 3, 4 jobs to make it happen for them. You know, although they can tire, but they're going to make sure that they are okay, that their families are okay as well. I have already cleansed my space before I came to this reading. If this reading is for a male, I will say so. If the reading is for a female specifically, I will say so. If I don't say anything, understand that I describe tarot like a cherub. When you see a cherub, you look at the cherub and you either say, oh, wow, that cherub is either beautiful, they're gorgeous, or they're handsome. Most cherubs don't have a sex, a gender. So when you look at them, the beauty is going to be in the eye of the beholder. So you have to place yourself where you see it. If the reading is for you, it will be for you from the beginning of the reading to the end of the reading. You don't have to take anything from it to try to make it fit your circumstances. If the reading is for you, there will be no in between. It'll be for you from the beginning to the end. However, when you start to listen to the reading, and if you say, that doesn't make sense to me, this is not going on in my life, I would advise you not to listen, click off. Because I would never listen to anything personally that doesn't make sense to me. Music. You're in the car and you hear a song. You don't jive with it. What do? You change the station. You are welcome to change the station. It's not going to hurt my feelings. But if the reading does not pertain to you, I would not listen to it. That's just me. Please like, subscribe, and share this channel. Thank you. My daughter is in the background. She is Alberta Butterfly. A lot of times people send me messages. I don't like missing any messages. She will respond when she sees your messages, if she sees your messages. But she is one of my moderators. Sometimes my husband is up here and he's also one of my moderators. I do personal readings on my personal website, which has nothing to do with TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. On my personal website, I do personal readings. But let us begin. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear for the sign of Aquarius. Thank you. Spirit said, you know what you're supposed to do. And this is my bell. This is how I call in my spiritual team. And you know, I wasn't going to ring that bell tonight. But as I was meditating over your card, Spirit says, you know what you're supposed to do. So I'm truly grateful because I know who's showing up in this reading for me to help me with this reading. Okay, let's start off like this, Aquarius. The underworld. That's what your first card is in relations to money, career, right? But look for unique approaches to create streams of income. There are so many ways to create streams of income. You know, the beauty of it, almost a year ago, I put a video out of making money, easy ways to make money. I am a thrifter. I enjoy saving, right? I do. I would rather have a roof over my head than to not have one. So I try to save in every direction. What I want to say to Aquarius, I did a video about a year ago and it was about how to make streams of income if you have the time, you know, but back then, you know, the stores that you have now, whether it be the Sheens or the whatever the case may be, I don't want to like give credit to the stores, but things were just about pennies for a dollar. And then different people was coming up on YouTube, and let's just say, I mean, if there was a dress that cost $5, right? They would turn around and sell the dress for $30. That was a stream of income. And even with the pocketbooks that you see up here, you have some people selling name brand pocketbooks for like $100. Then you have some people that try to sell these same pocketbooks for like $1,000 and something, right? On these platforms. Listen, I come from the old school. Plastic. When people say, oh, this is vegan, what is that? Right? Not unless you're a person that doesn't eat meat. I can understand you not wanting to buy quality pieces. People would say, oh, vegan leather. No, it's not vegan leather. It's pleather. It's plastic, right? So you have people selling pocketbooks, right? For $1,000 and something, but it's plastic. Why would you buy plastic for $1,000 and something? Even there are some people up here, they sell the pocketbooks for $100 and something. And let me tell you, those bags, right? They're only like $20. Yes, the Gucci's, the Fendi's and things of that nature, right? If you don't mind wearing a copycat, but is it a really copycat when some of the luxury brands are pleather as well? They're plastic. So you're spending thousands of dollars on plastic. Listen, not me. But there's so many ways to make money. And I have a video, but I did it about a year ago. So you would have to search through the archives of even the people selling like the different products, the knickknacks, as I would call them, cups, pots and pans. You can buy those things wholesale. And when you buy them wholesale, it's cheaper for you. Now you have the companies, they're going to people that have a little of a following asking you to sell them for them. And they'll give you $1 to $2 to sell a product. But then you would have to say to yourself, I'm sharing my likeliness. I'm sharing my face. I'm sharing my voice. When you do these things, they own the rights to you selling their products. And they can use those videos any way they want because you said, okay, I'll make $1 if I sell this item. I'll make $2. But that's not even minimum wage. Really think about that. It's not minimum wage. Even prisoners make about the same in jail. And you are not in jail, so there are ways that you can make money on your own. So, Aquarius, look for unique approaches to create new streams of income for yourself. You know, this is the underworld. There are so many ways to make money if you have the time and you do thirst for knowledge, Aquarius. You hunger for knowledge. So this is not going to be a hard task for you. But understand, as the world changes, so can your methods of making money. There are different ways to make money. I spoke to a female, and she does hair up here. And she said she had watched me do a live, and I was speaking about, income. And she said she got locked into selling hair online, and she was locked into a contract. And she was like, she wished she would have heard the video before she locked herself into the contract. But there are so many ways for you to make money on your own. There are so many companies out there for you to make money on your own. We have denial. We have a no. Let me explain this. Perhaps, right? You are insisting that reality be something it's not. What are you trying to make a reality when you know that it's not? What are you refusing to see, Aquarius? It's better to live in the truth than in a lie. There's something that's going on in the Aquarius life, whomever I'm speaking to. And if you've been faking it to make it, it's time for you to take off the mask. Don't spend where you can't. This is denial. This is a no. And the reason why this is a no, because there are so many different ways to make money. There are. But I have a video on that I did about a year ago. So if you don't mind searching, it's right up there for you to take a look at. Right? It's right up there for you to take a look at. My husband and I, we went on vacation a while ago. And about a year ago, almost a year ago, maybe a year ago, we went on vacation. And when we went on vacation, we saw different places where you can buy these pocketbooks for like $20, $30, right? So, while everybody is trying to get their passport stamps, really look into going to places where you can buy these things in bulk, bring them home yourself. We saw so many people buying so many different luxury brands, t-shirts, $2 and $3 when people are selling them to you for like $50 to $70. And you're like, oh, wow, it says this, this, and that, so I'm going to buy it. No, you can get it yourself. So if you have someone that you trust, that you can go into business with, right, that you can partner with, there are so many different ways to make streams of money. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Aquarius. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Aquarius, Spirit guides, what message do you have for Aquarius? We've spoken about their money situation. What else do you have in store for Aquarius? Spirit wants you to make a new way of making money. There are so many unique approaches that you can muster up. There's a way. Aquarius people, you know how to make a way out of no way. All of these cards fell, right? Excuse me. And the cards that fell I'm actually going to take them. They jumped out for a reason, so we're going to take these cards. I hope you guys took advantage of the full moon last night, and we're having a full moon tonight as well. So I hope you're taking advantage of the energies from the full moon. Meditate, manifest to bring in what you desire to have for yourself. But your card says, believe in the impossible. This is the blue moon. This is a full moon. This is the blue moon. Believe in the impossible. Look for unique approaches to create new streams of income for yourself. You know, Aquarius, as the world changes, so can your methods of making money. You know, Aquarius people, you will work, as I said, 2, 3, and 4 jobs until you exhaust yourself. But you won't give up. You'll keep going and going and going. You're just like the Energizer bunny. You will keep going and going and going. But Spirit doesn't want you to keep depleting yourself. There are so many other ways that you can find to make new streams of income. We have Aquarius, you are good enough. This is full moon in Virgo. So you may have placements in Virgo, or you may be connected to someone that is a Virgo. But the card is saying you are good enough. You are. So if you have doubted yourself, don't. You are good enough. If someone made you feel out of sorts with yourself, you are good enough. You know, we have this Aries spirit coming out, and it's time to take action. This is new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. If this involves your finances, it's time for you to create new streams of income. We have, it's time to release negativity. This is full moon in Scorpio. No negativity. It's time for you to release. You are the water bearer. And what does the water bearer do? They pour out knowledge to feed the masses, to help the world around them grow. You share knowledge. You hunger. You thirst. You're always on a quest to learn something new and something more, Aquarius. So look for unique approaches to create new streams of income for yourself. You know, it's called working smarter and not harder. So look at the bigger picture. This is full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. I can work these 2, 3, and 4 jobs, or I can look for a new way to create a new stream of income. At the bottom of the deck, Aquarius, we have you're very close to achieving your goals. This is the gibbous moon. So you are very close to achieving your goals. Whatever your goals are, you are very close. Don't give up. You know, a lot of times people give up right at the finish line. And the reason why they give up just before they make it to the finish line, because they cannot see themselves getting to the finish line. So see yourself. See yourself being the first one who approaches the finish line. And everybody is cheering and clapping because you made it. You were the first person that reached it. So don't give up. Celebrate yourself. See yourself as the winner. See yourself as a person that doesn't give up. Don't give up. You're almost there, Aquarius. Once again, I hope everyone is doing well. I really do. This is an Aquarius reading. If this reading is for a male specifically, I will say so. If the reading is for a female specifically, I will say so. If I don't say anything at all, understand that we all possess masculine and also feminine energies. We have them both. Yes, we do. So it depends on where you stand and where you are in your energy at present. Stay in the present, Aquarius. Don't give up. Stay in the present. See yourself as being whatever it is that you are meditating, manifesting. See yourself as completing it. Don't give up. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Aquarius. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. And I don't know too many Aquarius people that do give up. True story. I don't know too many Aquarius people that surrenders. You are fighters, you know? And what do fighters do? They always find a way out of a situation. They make a way out of no way. That's the Aquarius people that I know. They make a way out of no way. When someone says that something can't be done, ooh, Aquarius, they're going to show you that it can be done, that it is possible. Aquarius, you know that it is possible, so don't give up. Don't give up. Oftentimes we give up right at the finish line. All of us, most of us are guilty of doing just that. We have another card that flew out, and Aquarius, these cards are jumping today. They're jumping. And that's a beautiful thing. You know, I have this spirit guide that I knew exactly who she was. As soon as I rang that bell, she said, pick up that bell. I was not going to ring that bell. But I have help in this reading today. So I know I'm definitely going to connect with someone from the beginning to the end. Oh my goodness, that's too many. We're going to reshuffle. That is just too many. We would be here all night. I'm going to post this reading on my YouTube platform, and I'm also going to post this reading here on this TikTok platform. So if you want to rewatch it, you can. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. Two more cards. Two more cards for the sign of Aquarius. Wow, they're still jumping, right? One more card. One more card. One more card. I have one card turned over in this deck, and that's another one that fell as well. This is something I've never had this many jumpers in a reading. I never had this many jumpers in a reading, but Aquarius, we're starting off with the number 27. The number 27 may be important to someone here, but we're starting off with the number 27. And the card is Witch. You know, justice is coming. So if someone wronged you, if someone hurt you, if someone wasn't positive, right, and they have been a sore thumb in your life, if they have been negative, justice is coming. Let me tell you, justice is coming. Hold on just a little while longer. Don't give up. You know, the number 27, each and every number is an angel number, right? But angel number 27 is all about living a purpose-driven life. So when you see this potent angel number appearing in your daily life, know that your angels and your ascended masters are telling you to have faith and trust that you are on the right path, Aquarius. Seeing angel number 27 may be a sign that you are about to come into contact with teachings or information that will allow you to access this higher energy, opening your heart, opening your mind to new insights about service and unconditional love for all of humanity. However, angel number 27 is also an expression of the number 9. Number 9 is one of my favorite numbers, as many of you know. But when you combine the numbers 2 and 7, you will come up with the number 9, a highly spiritual number directly related to the achievement of our life's higher purpose. Number 9 represents the ability to access your higher self and attain your soul's purpose in this life. You can rest assured that your angels and your ascended masters are supporting you on your journey of spiritual discovery. So when you see the angel number 27 appear in your experiences, it is a sign that you are receiving divine guidance and inspiration. Have faith that your guardian angels are assisting you on your endeavors. Don't give up. You are at the finish line. You feel like, oh, I can't see it. Oh, no, you better be able to see it. When you pray, when you meditate, you have to have a mental picture of what it is that you desire to have for yourself. So see yourself having a completion of winning, of having whatever it is that you desire for yourself. Reel it on in. Reel it on in. You know how the fishermen cast the line? And once they get a bite, what do? They pull back just a little, the hook the fish, and they reel it on in. You already threw out to your spiritual team or whomever you pray to. You threw out the line. You said, this is what I desire to have for myself. Guess what? You felt the hook. You felt the nudge. That nudge was called trust. With it being trust, you have to have faith that as you reel it on in, there's going to be a fish on the line that is not going to jump off just when you get it to you. You feel it. And as long as you can feel it, as long as you can see it in your mind's eye, you're already there. Justice is coming. Don't give up. We have the number 23. This is confidence. Not last night, the night before, I did a general reading and they received this card. Confidence. It comes with time and practice. Listen, Aquarius. Have confidence, have faith that everything is going to happen for you in divine time. No one likes to hear divine time. They're like, I need it right now. Well, if you need it right now, continue to say it. Continue to save it. Anytime that you meditate, anytime that you pray, you can put a time stamp on it, right? But the number 23 has been called the master number, and for a good reason. It has a very powerful number that can represent both positive and negative aspects of our lives, all of us. On the positive side of this number 23, on the positive side, 23 can symbolize hope. That means don't give up. Faith. That means you need to see yourself completing whatever this is. Once you do that, here's your new beginning. It is a reminder that no matter how bad things may seem, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. On the negative side, the number 23 can represent fear, insecurities, and doubt. That's the thing. We want to release that doubt. It can be a sign that you are not living your best life and you need to make some changes. Either way, the number 23 is definitely worth paying attention to. Some people believe that it is a sacred number with mystical properties. Use it. Others believe that it is a lucky number that can bring good fortune. Either way, they are the same. Believe, trust, faith, plain and simple. If you doubt, if you have that fear, that lack of confidence, guess what's going to happen? That fish is going to jump off the line. You must be that positive that when you threw that line in, that guess what? As soon as that fish bit, you tucked and you bringing it on in. Because look at it like this. I need to feed my family. You know, when my husband goes fishing, right? All I think about is I want to fill up my freezer. I want to eat, right? So imagine not giving up. Imagine you seeing yourself completing whatever this is that you've been asking for. We have the number 24, and I love this card. This is called Potion. But you see her shirt? It says Basic Witch, right? Listen, I don't like to be called basic anything. Listen, let me just say Potion. Remember to practice self-love, right? She is making her little spell, throwing her little herbs in there, right? So they're calling her a basic witch because she's doing this in her bedroom. Listen, you don't need any spells to conjure up what you need, what you desire. What you need is the energy of believing in you. That's where that number 23 comes in, that confidence. It comes with time and it comes with practice. So practice on self-love, self-care, and knowing that everything is possible. We have the number 15. This is garden. Something lovely will grow from this. And it is. Something lovely is going to grow from this, right? Because I said earlier that I know for sure that I'm connecting with someone, right? I'm connecting. And I always say, anytime I do a reading, all I need is for one person to connect to it, right? But the beauty is recently that I've been posting these videos, many people have been connecting to it in my readings. So I am truly grateful because I'm still small here on TikTok, right? But my platform is growing on YouTube. So I'm grateful to each and every one of you who has decided to take the leap with me and jumped over to YouTube with me as well. I do lives over there. But the number 15, this is your angels, right? Letting you know that positive changes that either need to be made or are already on the way. So that means not to give up. You're at the finish line. Stay the course. And this could be in regards to a relationship or relations to your health. Prosperity. Prosperity means so many different things to so many different people. Financial, happiness. Prosperity is growing, having enough, more than enough. And other positive outcomes. Stay the course. Don't give up. Something lovely will grow from this. All the energy that you've been putting in to try to manifest or pray, don't give up. Keep going. Continue. We have the number 1, which is princess, right? We have the number 1. And, you know, this is beautiful that she has shown up because she's actually on the front of my box, right? Of the tarot deck that I purchased. But you can be your own knight. Sometimes we want people or we look for people to come and rescue us. It's like most females and some males, they love the movie Pretty Woman, right? When everyone thought that the guy was walking away from Julia Roberts, he made her an offer of when he came to town, he would see her and she would be his little piece, his little hookup, his little thing, right? However, he thought about it and he was like, I am not letting her go. However, you don't need anyone to rescue you. Aquarius, you can be your own knight in shining armor. You know, everyone loves a good romantic story. And listen, I am one of those people, but you got this. You know, the number one is all about new beginnings and newness and change. The number one encourages you to be assertive and to take the initiative in your life. Listen, if this is about love, this is also a fantastic sign for those of you who are looking for that special connection, that deep kind of love. This is a great number one. If you're looking for that, hey, it's on its way. But angel number one means that true love, intense and lasting love is on the horizon. But others of you, if this is about your finances changing, it's happening. Look for a unique approach to creating a new stream of income for yourself, something that you will enjoy doing, right? Because if you don't enjoy it, you're going to be on to the next and on to the next and on to the next project, right? Same thing when it comes to love. If you don't enjoy it, you're going to be off to the next, off to the next. But Aquarius, the number 6 is dragons. Slay them all. Dragons, slay all of those dragons. That fear, slay that fear, conquer it so that you can have that confidence. You need it back. For this new beginning, you must be confident. For you to meditate, to manifest a certain outcome that you desire to have for yourself, you must slay all of those dragons. You must be confident when you're meditating. Even when you pray, you must be confident because everything works off of energy. Everything works off of energy. And so if you're praying to the universe and you're like, I would like to have $1 million. But guess what? If you're not confident and believing that it's going to come to you, guess what? The universe says they really don't want it. The universe works with energy. Even before you open your mouth, the universe already feels. And they know what you're going to say even before you ask for it. But when you ask for something, when you meditate for something, you have to trust, have faith, and have this all-knowing that it's already yours. So slay the dragons and build that confidence because it's needed when you meditate. It's needed also when you pray. We have the number 11. This is the sun. Here comes the sun, right? Paint the sun back into your sky. And that's that confidence. Paint the sun back into your sky. Your light has been dimmed, but only you can brighten that light. Turn the lights back on. Flip the switch. Open the door. Open the blinds, the curtains, whatever it is that you need to do, and turn the lights back on for you. We have the number 35. This is shark. Swim away from this situation. So let me just say, the number 35, something is transpiring in someone's life. Maybe at odds with a significant other or a family member or a co-worker, but you're at odds with someone. Swim away from them, get away from them, and move away from them quickly. Look, 2 mermaids. She looks fearful. Like, I don't want to argue. I don't want to fuss. I don't want to fight. She's ready to swim away as quickly as she can. And look, she has a little baby bump there. But no matter what your situation is, you may need to get away from someone quickly. Get out of Dodge. You don't want to argue with this person. You don't want to fuss. You don't want to fight. But this is the shark. Swim away from this situation. or simply swim away from your fears. Swim away from you not having that confidence. Swim away from that because it's time for you to swim towards the sun. So paint the sun back in your life. Thank you so much. Thank you. We have the number 13. This is the lioness. This is the number 13. This is the lioness. You've earned all your stripes. That means this is someone that's like, listen, I'm here for it all. I want the sun. I want that happiness. Yes, I need my finances to change, but I do know that there are unique ways that I can create a new stream of income for myself. There's also a person that's going through a toxic situation, whether it be with a lover, a coworker, a family member, or a friend. Spirit is saying they're not worth you giving them any more energy. It's time for you to get away quickly and go towards the sun. The sun is your happiness. Paint the sun back in your sky. Someone has dimmed your light, and it's time for you to flip the switch and turn the light on in you, around you, immediately. We have the number 17, Aquarius. This is flower. And be honest with yourself. In every area of your life, always be honest with yourself. You know, we all have to take a step back and we have to reprioritize. We have to rethink about things, right? And we all get flustered. But it doesn't mean that there's not a solution. Be honest with yourself. And that's the most important thing that you can ever do, is to be honest with yourself. Am I where I need to be financially? Do I have to exhaust myself to make the income that I desire, to have more than enough? What else can I do besides working overtime or working 2 or 3 jobs? Because some people work 2 and 3 jobs and they don't even get a chance to lay in their own beds. So what can I do to create a new stream of income? However, there's an Aquarius here, and you don't feel confident about yourself. Spirit is telling you to practice owning who you are. Without confidence, how do you love yourself? You have to love yourself enough to challenge yourself. Not challenge yourself with other people, but challenge yourself. You know, with my ex, when I walked away, I had to release a lot of things. Finances to be one, right? And there was a time where I didn't have a car for a while. But I was determined not to ask anyone for help, right? The stubbornness in me. But I was determined to make a way out of no way. And I'm going to tell you something. Not one time was I not confident that I would not make it. I just had to think of a solution on how to. You know, I think about how my daughter and I would walk her to work. And I walked her to work where there was no sidewalk. We straight up walked on a highway. And then sometimes I was tired and I would say, stay on the phone with me, because when she got around the bend, I wouldn't be able to see her. And she'd be like, Mom, I'm going to be okay. I know you stay on the phone with me until you get in that front door. And when she would get off work, I would meet her, walk that same highway. And to make matters, let me tell you, a little more difficult, my oldest daughter had a baby, but my oldest daughter forgot how to be a mother. So now my youngest daughter is auntie and mommy, and I'm grandma and mommy. And so even on this highway with no sidewalk, here I am pushing a stroller to make sure my daughter got to work. And I know you're like, well, why you didn't take Uber? Everybody don't make it home from Uber. But all the times that she did take the Uber, let me tell you, I did nothing but meditate and know that she was going to make it back to my front door. That taught me strength. To have and to have not. That taught me strength. Another thing that strengthened me was recent. I drove from Georgia to another state to go to courts for my grandson. And I took that ride by myself. And that was like a 13-hour drive. And when I left my house, I was sleepy as hell. I was so sleepy. And when I first left, something said, turn back around. You can't do this trip. But I know that was the ego. And I don't never listen to the ego. And I said, I got this. And I snapped out of that tiredness. And I drove all the way there. Did what I had to do. And I drove all the way back. That was letting me know the universe says, I have to remind you who in the fuck you are. And my name is called strength. No matter how anybody looks at me, views me, it doesn't matter. Because I am strength. I walked so much so, man, oh man, I was looking like a teenager again. I lost so much damn weight. Let me tell you. That's how much I walked. Walked to the grocery store, walked to the laundromat, right? And it was all strength. And my daughter, she did it with me. And not one day did she not meditate. Not one day did she not manifest. Even days she'd be like, Ma, come lay with me. Come on. We got to do this together. And we did that thing together. And that's what you call strength. So confidence, the number 23, it comes with time and practice. You have to know who you are. Because there are some people that survive some storms that should have taken them out. That's what you thought. That, ooh, this situation almost unalived me, but it didn't. You have to use that deepest pain, hold on to it, just to be able to get you over the hump of where you need to be. Let me tell you that. I believe that. I know that. I've seen it. I lived it. I lived it. Here we are. Be honest with yourself. And once you're honest with yourself, then you can work on those things that you're not confident in when it comes to you. Work on yourself. Work on your strength. Because I don't know an Aquarius that is not strong. Listen, I know an Aquarius that knows how to make a way out of no way. I know those type of Aquariuses. And there's an Aquarius that needs to hear this message too. Hold on. You're almost at the finish line, so don't give up. Many people, when they are about to have their breakthrough, they release, they let go, they give up. And then you realize, I was almost there. Don't give up. Don't give up. It shouldn't be in you. Don't give up. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. And let me tell you, Aquarius, everybody is not the same. Everybody does things differently, right? To pull themselves out of the rut. I had desired to do something for myself, right? And I'm going to make this quick. And as soon as I take this class, right, my aunt crossed over. And I'm like, dang, right? Dang. A part of me wanted to walk away from the class. And then the other part of me says, stay in it. But the other part, that ego side, was like, walk away from this. You need to grieve. And I promise you, I grieved. But I don't feel like I was able to grieve because I have to be back in class. And let me tell you, here I am, go to my aunt's funeral. I'm at the airport and I find out my father had another child. I had a sister, right, that lives right here in the state of Georgia with me. And I'm like, damn, here we go again, right? Dad, here's another gift, right? So I had to try to process that on top of my family holding on to secrets. Let me tell you. But it didn't surprise me at all. It didn't. Because, listen, I know my peoples. I know my family wholeheartedly, right? My family is full of secrets, let me tell you. But Aquarius, hold on. That's all I'm going to say. And then it seemed like everything was coming at me all at once. Going through things with my grandson. Then my son, right? Being sickly. Everything started hitting me all at once. And I promise you, I couldn't focus. But even though I couldn't focus, I still sat in the class. I was like, I'm still going to be a physical body. Even though my mind was all over the place. Don't give up. Don't give up. Because if your body is there physically, your mind is somewhere around. And where's the mind? It's inside the body. To whom am I comparing myself right now? Aquarius, who are you comparing yourself to right now? Listen, I don't compare myself to anyone. My mother, I love her more than anything. I have a sister. She's crossed over. I wear her name right here. She's crossed over and I loved her more than anything, nor have I ever compared myself to them. My aunt that I'm talking about was one of my greatest loves as well. But what you are able to see in another is only visible because it is within you. Let me just say that one more time. When you are able to see, what you are able to see in another is only visible because it is within you. Man, I thought, and I still think, and I know that my mom is all that. And you know how I'm able to see that? Because what lived in her and what I saw in her is in me. And so I believe that. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how anybody feels about me. I love me. Everybody can't love you the way that you love you. Yes, I'm guilty of watching romance movies, right? But I love myself like that. I get up, I wash my ass, I wash my face, I brush my teeth. And when I get dressed, it's for me. It's how I want to see myself. Everybody be like, yo, you always dress. Where you going? Bitch, nowhere. This is how I feel. I feel like this. This is how I feel. Even if I'm sitting in the house, I feel like this. Oh, you got lipstick on because I feel like that. It's for me. People always think that you're doing it for somebody else or you're doing it because you want people to stare. I'm in the house. This is how I feel. So what you are able to see in another is only visible because it is within you, ready to be brought out. Remember this card, the sun? Paint the sun back in the sky. Put the sun back in your life. Shine light on this feeling of not enough and see the truth. Because the truth is you are everything. You are everything. All that you need and want is within you. So that number 23, that confident, it comes with time and practice. Knock, knock. Who's there? Everything. Everything who? I am. I am. And that's it. Today's soul action. Today, stop comparing and start creating. Stop comparing yourself to anybody and create the life that you desire. How do you do that? It starts with a mental picture, but that mental picture is only there because you had a thought and allowed that thought to become a thing. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Are you clear on what your soul really wants? Because remember, at the bottom of the deck, the number 17, which is the flower. That flower, be honest with yourself. Do I deserve to be treated like that? Do I deserve to keep giving my energy to these people, whether it's my coworker, whether it's my family? Because all kin ain't good kin. Just because you're blood related to somebody, it doesn't mean that they're loyal to you the way you are loyal to them. And trust me, when it comes to family, shit, I love them more than they love me, and I knew it. And I knew it. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Thank you so much, Nakia. Thank you, Nakia. Listen, let me ask another question. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? Do you know all of your strengths and are you using them? The biggest question. We all have superpowers, and that's the truth. But it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Is this not your card, Aquarius? Because Aquarius, you are the water bearer. What does the water bearer do? You have all this knowledge and you're not selfish. You pour it out and you nurture the earth. You share everything you've learned with people. You water people that don't even water you. That's why all these flowers are blooming in this girl's hair. You have to be the light that you are. Know your strengths. Ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today? to contribute to this open and ready world, what does Aquarius do? They contribute to this world, to the world around them, always searching, always hungry, always thirsty for knowledge. And when you gain it, you share it. You're not selfish. Aquarius people, what do they love to do? Teach, share, give. But this reading says it's time to give back to you. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? We got to do this again. Are you clear on what your soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Go with your soul. Today's soul action, ask yourself, what is it that your soul really wants? What is it that you really want, Aquarius? Be honest with yourself. This number 17. Be honest with yourself. What does Aquarius really want? Then take one step in that direction. What do you really want? What do you desire to have for yourself? What type of life do you want to live? What type of relationship do you desire to have? The flower, the number 17, let's go back one more time. You are looking in the wrong places for happiness. Remember, at the beginning of the reading, I said you can't get happiness from another person. It has to be in you. So if you are wanting to be with in a relationship because you think it fills you up, it completes you, no relationship completes you. No relationship fills you up. You have to come in knowing that you are enough and that your glass is running over. Listen, I'm no Bible thumper, but the Bible says my cup runneth over. That's what it said, right? So my cup runneth over. I am. You need to work on your inner love and tranquility to find what you are looking for. Never, ever, ever look for happiness in anyone, in another person at all. And if you are doing that and have been doing that, you will be disappointed in that person and yourself every single time. If you are looking for happiness with a substance, you will be disappointed. Drugs, alcohol, whatever the case may be, a substance, as far as drugs and alcohol, you will feel incomplete. That missing part of the puzzle is in you. Love every part of you, even the parts that you think are flaws. Love every wrinkle, every bump, every scar, every fat roll. Love all of you. Embrace you. The number 17, when you start seeing, and some of you may have already noticed the number 17, it will symbolize that you are on the right path to personal fulfillment on a spiritual level. The number 17 suggests that you must look for happiness within yourself rather than something else or someone else. You likely might not be feeling great at the moment, but you can't really put your finger on what is wrong. That dark cloud seems to be following you. You will soon see it disappearing when you start seeing the number 17 on a clock, right? On somebody's house or mailbox, on your receipt when you go to the grocery store, on your phones. But when you see that number 17 on someone's license plate anywhere, that's when that dark cloud is going to start uncovering, removing itself from you, and the light will shine because you are the light. Remember, you are, and always say, I am. At the bottom of the deck, Aquarius, we have, what risk can I take today? What risk can you take today? Be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big scary leap. But do not fret because your soul has wings. Listen, life is scary, but life is also what you make it. Today's soul action, Aquarius. What risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and courageous, and you will discover what you are really made of. Listen, slay all of those dragons. The doubt, the fear, looking for happiness in another person, because now you know it's in you, because your cup runs over. And as the Bible says, your cup runneth over. You are full. But in order to feel full, that's loving yourself, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. And when you are able to do that, what someone says or does, it won't hurt. It won't sting. And you'll be able to say, that's how those fucker or that person feels about themselves. When someone hurls an insult at you, just say, I know you are, but what am I? You don't have to say it out loud, but you can say it to yourself, right? You remember when you were a kid, you would say, when somebody said, ooh, you too fat, I'm just saying. And you'd be like, I know you are, but what am I? Oh, your teeth are too big. I know you are, but what am I? Everything that someone says that's negative, just know it's bouncing off of you and it's going back to them. They say these things because they want you to feel uncomfortable about yourself. They dimmed your lights, and it's time for you to turn the lights back on. There is no reason, Aquarius, for these lights to be off, because you are intelligent. Let me tell you, it's not many signs in the zodiac that can hold that title. There are very few, but you are intelligent. You are knowledge. You hunger and thirst for it. And when someone is as smart as you, people fear you and they want to keep you down. They want to keep you stuck, right? They want you to doubt yourself. Remember that. They want you to doubt yourself. And the only reason why they want you to doubt yourself is because they are the ones who really fears you realizing that your cup runneth over. Aquarius, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I do personal readings on my personal website. My name is long. Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. My name is long. You don't have to type it in. You can go to my home page, click the link. It'll take you straight over to my website. You can book a reading with me. I do mediumship readings to whereas I connect with crossed over loved ones. I do psychic readings, right? That's when you book with me, you are allowing me to go in to see, to connect with your energy and tell you everything that I see, everything that I feel, everything that I hear. You're allowing me to dive in. And excuse me if I get too deep, because I do. I'm going to tell you everything that's given to me. I do personal tarot readings as well. However, you can book with me or you can book with my daughter, Alberta Butterfly. But before you book, take a look at the website, go over it. Make sure you connect with me like that. Because before I accept you, I'm going to make sure that I connect with you like that as well. It's so important to do so, because anytime that you do a psychic reading or a mediumship reading, it is an exchange of energy for real ones. And you shouldn't want everyone in your energy, nor do I want everyone in my energy. But Aquarius, turn your lights back on. It's dark for nothing. You know, it's dark for nothing. You know, what did DMX say? It's cold outside, but hell is hot. Let me tell you. You're about to tell all of these people to go to hell, because it's about to be cold outside. Summer's almost over, and it's time for you to get back to life. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I send to you nothing but love and light. Good night. Thank you for the new follows. Thank you for your time, most importantly. I know that my readings are long, right? But thank you for your time. Thank you for staying here. Thank you for sharing, anyone that shared. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the hearts. And I'll be back. Good night.